Ocean Crew, welcome back to my channel. My name is Karen and I'm from Ocean Chicks Films. Tonight, for the 5th episode in my Summer of Sci-Fi series, I am taking a look at the sci-fi horror, The Faculty from 1998. This one's directed by Robert Rodriguez and it's a really fun watch. And just so you know, there will be spoilers, so if that's not cool, then just click off now and we'll catch you on the next one. The Faculty from 1998. The students from Harrington High start acting strangely at the hand of their teachers, who begin to act odd as well. A small group from the school, who recently discovered this strange creature, begin to put together the details leading them to a sinister alien invasion. Will fighting back save their school, or will it be the end for them all? This movie has a massive star-studded cast. I'm going to read them off because I won't remember them all. These are some of them, not even all of them. Okay, so we have Josh Hartnett, Elijah Wood, Clea Duvall, Jordana Brewster, Laura Harris, Robert Patrick, Famke Janssen, Usher, Salma Hayek, John Stewart, Bebe Neuwirth, Piper Laurie, Danny Masterson, and there's even more. It's crazy. And I think that elevates this movie to another level because they're all really good in this. It's really well made, it's fun, and it's totally rewatchable. I've watched it a whole bunch of times, and I probably still will. And I recommend it to lots of people. The story starts out with a small group of students that are from different walks of life brought together because the teachers are starting to act really, really weird. The opening scene is that of the football coach. It's a football high school, football town, so that's a really big thing. The football coach acts strange because something happens to him, and then he goes after the principal, and it's like they kill her, but she comes back and everyone's kind of zombie-like in a trance and acting really strange. So these students know something's weird, something's up, they've seen some crazy things, and that they have to work together to try to figure out what's going on and get someone to believe them. So I'll go through this small group of teenagers from the high school that are kind of the main characters. So we start out with Josh Hartnett. He plays Zeke Tyler, and he's kind of the druggy kid, the kid that has the hot car and is the bad boy. He's the one that actually utilizes his little drug experiment that he has going on to fish out who the alien creatures are. Elijah Wood plays Casey Connor, and he's the nerdy kid. They're all kind of misfit a little bit, and they don't quite fit together nor in the school. And there's a few girls. We have Clea Duvall, who plays Stokely, and she's kind of this alternative, hardcore, edgy kind of girl, doesn't fit in whatsoever. She's part of the group. I really like her. I think she's one of my favorite characters. And then we've got Jordana Brewster, who plays Delilah, and she's the head cheerleader dating the quarterback, running the show, wearing the really expensive makeup and clothes, that kind of deal. And then we've got Laura Harris, who plays Marybeth. She's the new girl who's just arrived to town, coincidentally. She's like the Southern belle, and she's got gorgeous blonde hair and blue eyes, and she comes along and she ends up being the alien queen, but nobody knows this yet. And directing this lovely piece of cinema is Robert Rodriguez, who we know from the movie From Dusk Till Dawn, Planet Terror, two of my absolute favorites. Just so you know too, we're going to be talking about grindhouse and exploitation films on the weekend on Saturday night on Spirits and Screams. So you have to stop by for that because I'm really excited to go there because, man, I haven't talked about those kind of movies in a long time. All right, back to this film. So he's the director for this film, and of course Robert is good friends with Quentin Tarantino and also cousin to Danny Trejo, so that's pretty cool too. So the teachers start to act really weird, starting with the football coach to the principal, and then down the line it goes. So in the science lab of the school, the students and the science teacher find this little creature that is like a bug, but it's got all these little tendrils on it. And what it does is an alien creature, it invades the human host through their ear and then gets into their body and takes over their body. They kind of become into a trance, and the argument is that the alien creature is perfecting the body to make it like this perfect living being kind of thing. And it seems that the creatures need water to survive. So obviously they're taking over the planet to take over the water sources. So the human host looks normal after it's invaded, except that they're acting really weird, almost like they're not all there. And any body parts that were injured or damaged heal immediately. And the men and women become kind of sexual beings, you know, if you will, very aggressive and outgoing and confident and a little bit creepy. So the alien creature invades the teachers first, because then the teachers will round up all of the students one by one and transform them into alien hosts for all of these aliens that are now on the planet. So this small group of students connect together and realize there's something really, really wrong with this. They're watching this happen and they know they have to run away. But the alien beings are constantly trying to get to them, to turn them over. So they're constantly on the run, and they know they need to figure out how to stop this alien race from taking over the planet. And none of the parents will believe them. The police don't believe them. Eventually the aliens take over the police and the parents and all the teachers. So they're kind of screwed. But then they realize that there must be an alien host that is the queen of the whole race, and they figure out that if they kill the queen, it will kill all the other aliens off and everybody will turn back to normal, providing that human was not killed in the process. So the actors are really great in this film. It's really well done. The CGI is even good, in my opinion. I always think that if CGI goes more towards sci-fi, it's better. Not always, but a lot of times it's better. For example, there's parts where the alien little bug things are scurrying, crawling underneath the human host's skin, and it's really effective. It's really creepy. I also think the queen alien, when we get to see her in her full form, is pretty cool too, and the swimming underwater, and that is really neat. So this movie's your classic high school science fiction kind of deal. You know, the kind of movie that you'd fantasize about as a kid. You'd watch it and think, man, I wish this would happen tomorrow during my exams that I don't want to be a part of. Or when you're super bored at school and you want to get out of it and you're wishing, man, I wish these aliens would invade our school right now and then we could all go home. I absolutely love Bebe Neuwirth and Robert Patrick in this movie. I think they really make it. Bebe plays the principal and she's her usual self. You know, I loved her in Frasier. And I think she's just so good in this. And Robert Patrick, of course, Terminator 2. We all know him from that. And he's really good in this too as a football coach. He plays a really good psycho alien guy. And there's a scene at the very beginning that's probably one of my favorites, where he's trying to transform her into an alien creature and he attacks her and he takes a pencil and he stabs it right through her hand and he says, I always wanted to do that. I love that scene. So cool. There's a lot of elements from other sci-fi movies in this film that are kind of a ripoff, but it works, you know, like Invasion of the Body Snatchers for sure, and The Breakfast Club. Those are the two that stand out most to me. There's others too, but those ones stand out the most for me. And I love those two movies, so this makes for a neat alternative to that. So there's a good mix of science fiction, jump scares, definitely, gore, and humor too. So it makes for a really good mix of stuff that it's fun to watch and rewatch. And it's kind of neat for all ages, I think. It's your typical alien invasion teeny bopper flick. But it's kind of elevated because of all of the characters that are there and all the actors. So it's a good watch. And in a weird way, it kind of takes all these different high school cliques and from losers to really popular kids, brings them together and kind of puts them on the same level. But because it's an alien creature that's using them as hosts, of course, they don't want that anymore. But the message that comes out of it in the end is that everybody kind of realizes they can all be friends and that they're going to excel and be the best that they can be. So for instance, the bad boy, rather than just being a druggie, he realizes he can join the football team and become a quarterback. You know, that kind of thing. The only thing I don't love about this film, but it's pretty common in that kind of a film, is that men and women have to be use their sexuality to be empowered and be strong, so that men are kind of fawning all over women because of their hot bodies, and women are using sex and being really slutty and being youthful and beautiful to be powerful. I don't like that kind of a message because I think everybody should be equal, and I don't think at any age or beauty level or anything like that it should matter. You should be able to be appreciated for who you are. And so that kind of bothers me a little bit about this style of film, but I get it, you know, it is what it is. So for my review, I give this movie 3 shark bites out of 5. I think it was good. It's a fun watch. It's fun to rewatch. There's some great elements in it, great acting, great cast. So let me know in the comment section below what you think if you've seen this film. Did you like it? Did you hate it? What parts did you like? What parts didn't you like? And if you like this video, don't forget to give me a thumbs up because it helps me out a lot, and subscribe to the channel for more movie reviews like this one, and Spirits and Screams live streams and interviews and all that fun stuff. You don't want to miss out on that. So now I've got 2 more movies in this sci-fi series. They're coming up. They're really great. You don't want to miss those. I just want to say thank you guys so much for stopping by. I love you all, and I will see you again probably tomorrow. Bye guys.